Medium podcast
It
where
just,
Miguel is late for the first time.
so
Late.
actually, I think he wanted to make that entrance to show like, hey, look, I'm actually tall.
Wait, what did you get?
That's a lie.
You
I didn't get anything. I couldn't find it.
couldn't find it.
Are
So
you
what?
wearing
No.
platform shoes? What's going on?
No.
What beer
I'm
are you
wearing
drinking
socks.
today?
Today's just seltzer. I'm gonna
Oh,
to cut the calories. Just polar flavored seltzer.
I don't
No
have
fun stuff
any.
today.
I have no beer left in my house. Everything went to Ed's
I
last
Same.
weekend.
yeah,
Same.
and can you believe it? There's all the beer that I bought and what people brought is gone. Like it was.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I might have
Dude, that
some.
fridge was empty when we left.
It's empty. You know the bins that I had for
You know what that means?
It means you guys need to buy some more liquor and leave it at the
No.
house.
It means there was a shit ton of fucking leeches because there's no way everybody brought beer because they wouldn't have
Oh
been able to drink it all.
no. I
I
mean,
drank everything I brought and some. So
I don't think
Yeah.
I did because I brought like 18 cans of freaking seltzer. There's no
oh
way I
no,
got
that shit's
18.
that shit's gone. Like,
did I drink?
Yeah, I know it's
all?
gone. I'm just saying I
dude,
didn't drink
I
it.
had,
all.
dude,
like, one seltzer.
I turned around and I was like, it's funny because at every time we have a barbecue, right? What's always it says like when you have one, Miguel, we turn around and be like, Miguel, what should I bring? And you're like, hey, just bring
Yeah.
whatever you want to drink.
Yeah.
No, we're about the food. Like that's how we usually do the barbecues, right?
Pretty standard operating procedure.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's what I kind of said. I was like, hey, if you guys, I'm not going to supply the alcohol, but if you want, you could bring what you want to drink. And you guys got the memo, and you guys brought it. The rest of the people did not get the memo, and then all I know is like
Ignored the memo.
I got the tap on the shoulder, and I say maybe you should go and buy some more. And I'm like, yeah, you think? I'm
Who
like,
said that? Was that Karen?
yeah, Karen. And
Oh,
I was like, yeah, you think? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, so how much should I buy? She's like, just buy the seltzer stuff and a case of beer. I'm like, are you sure that's good enough? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right. I spent like $80. I was like thinking like I felt like okay. I mean, I opened up the refrigerator. I could barely fit the beer that I was putting in. And then I think 20, 30 minutes later, I don't know if it was one of you guys or someone tapped my shoulder. It's like, oh, Sammy, do you have any beer left? I'm like, yeah, bro. And I opened it up. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit was empty. And then I opened up the drawers in the bottom, and then I had some beers because they didn't fit. And it's like, oh, you're hiding the beer. I'm like, I'm not hiding shit.
I
It's
didn't
like
know
it
there.
didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know there were any down there either.
So but I already pulled them out, and then that was all gone. So when we're cleaning up, right? I looked at the freaking recyclables, right, and I'm like, holy shit, we got the big ass industrial garbage, the garbage ones, like the big ass ones. They were filled to the rim. And then I found one of those old totes, like a plastic tote that was outside, and I fucking put the rest in there, thinking like, hey, the garbage people are not gonna throw this out, right? No. As soon as they fucking came, they took everything out and they took the fucking tote and they threw that shit inside the fucking garbage. And I'm like, motherfucker, bro. I was like, I didn't want you to throw that shit. That's like my reserve to throw all the bottles. All I heard at 6:30 in the morning, all the fucking bottles being dumped into the fucking truck. When I looked at the cameras, my fucking garbage was on like it was like 3 houses down because that's how much fucking like bottles they're just trying to keep up with it. It was so much. It was just fucking insane.
So, for clarification for our viewers, Ed had a birthday party at his house on Saturday, and we all came over. It was, it was a nice kid's birthday party, which turned into an adult party at the end. And the
Kids must have been
fridge,
drinking.
the,
Kids must have been
the
drinking.
fridge
for that
was
much to go.
filled to the brim with alcohol. Right when Ed went to the store and bought more liquor, I shit you not, he was dropping shit on the ground like those beer cans and
Yeah.
bottles busting open because he was squeezing as much as he could into the fridge, and there was shit. And again, I still do not know how you did this, but I think it was a Smirnoff. You dropped the Smirnoff out of the fridge. It landed on the ground. Glass bottle did not break, but the cap flew off and it
Makes
stood
sense.
up. It stood upright. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
I have no clue, man. All I know is I couldn't keep up with the demand. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And I'm
And
trying to help you, like trying to like grab shit, and like I'm looking at the Smirnoff, and it was nice and cold, and it was like half full because some of it did spill. I'm looking around. I see Alice in there. I just gave it to her, and Karen's like, "Don't give her alcohol." I'm like, "It's a Smirnoff. That's flavored water, anyways."
I know you're
Dude.
kidding.
Yeah. Giving alcohol to minors. What you call it? So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, the party was great. You know, my daughter loved it. It was her thing. But I'm saying, like, holy shit, like, how many leechers were in that fucking party, bro?
I
Yo,
told
and
you.
what about with the meat?
Gotcha,
Did
Thanos.
yo, Daddy was a dead ass, and you know who was there? One of the first people that calls me that, right? They were
Mhm.
right online. They were right there. Yo, as soon as it is. All right, I'm gonna give you some context here. So
Mr. Quarter cheese slice. Oh, quarter cheese slice.
yes,
Of course he's up there grabbing as much food as possible. That motherfucker.
So hold on. So then we started like, all right. So give more little backup, right? So I kind of had this whole thing. I'm like, all right, it's a kids party, right? I felt like after 4:00. I mean, after 4:00, 5:00, it'll turn into most of the people will leave, and then like my boys will stay back and
Around
family,
6 to 7 o'clock, give or take.
right?
Yeah.
But so I was like, all right, we're gonna do hot dogs, we're gonna do burgers, and we're gonna do wings, right? The idea was to do half of the wings up front and the burgers and the dogs. Well, 40 pounds of 40 pounds of wings were gone. That was 40 pounds. That was 2 bags of 220-pound bags.
For the record, I only had 2.
I
I
had
only had
4.
3 of them.
I had 4.
two.
Yeah.
That was it.
I had 4.
I don't know where the
So-
rest went. But
so-
I
I
only had
barely
two.
remember eating that much. I
So
remember eating that
when I turned around and I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers didn't eat at all today. No one had breakfast. No one had lunch. They're just like, I'm gonna go right over there. I'm gonna fucking eat. So I was like, all right, cool. So then I was like, all right, he's doing smash burgers, right? So we're giving out smash burgers. It was great. Everyone was loving it. We're eating it. Everything was great.
Miguel was upset about the speed, but go on.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the
Well,
speed.
one fucking burger at a time. What you doing? Giant ass grill. Can you fucking put some goddamn burgers down? Good lord, one at a time.
We'll get to we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So.
Oh my
He's a chef. Don't let him go to that restaurant.
Miguel was so upset.
Yeah. So after that, right? So I'm thinking like I looked at the time, it was like 4:35, and I'm like, I saw like less people have left already. So I was like, all right, well let me start it. I told Karen, hey, bring down the rice. Let's start getting ready. Man, when he first put the first 3 strips of skirt steak on it, a line wrapped around. He turned around, he looked, and I was like, I turned around and looked. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me?
He
Like, this
just
guy-
put he
he
put
just
it on. It
he
wasn't
just-
even.
No, he just fucking took the meat, placed it on the fucking grill, and there was
Yeah.
already a line there with people with a plate in their hand going like
And
this.
they're waiting for
like,
it to
feed
cook.
me.
He just put it
Like
on.
feed me, Seymour. Like I haven't eaten at all, right? Like feed me. Like I need food. And I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, maybe people are like that.
I thought you were running like a homeless shelter or something. I don't know. I wasn't sure.
That's the way it looked
I
like,
wasn't
right?
sure what was going on there.
But I was very slick about it, right? I told him, I was like, you have to cut all the pieces because what I hate really is when you go to places. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. This meat's not expensive, right? It's like skirt steak, really good shit, like picanha. Like I'm giving
Oh,
good quality
picanha.
meat, right? I'm giving good quality meat. And what I hate is when people take the meat and they eat it halfway on full and they throw it out. So
Mhm.
what I tell them to do is, yeah, people do that.
Sam took a big chunk.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't cut
Can I
it."
have an aside? Can I have
Yeah,
an aside? Sam. Oh well, I'm not saying his full name. Whatever. He's our wealthy Nazi friend, and I'm sorry, not a Nazi, just a fascist, just a run of the mill fascist.
So half a Nazi.
This motherfucker invites people to a barbecue, and then when he's making burgers,
You're never gonna get invited to a barbecue again.
he knows. I've told him about this. He doesn't even use a full slice of goddamn American cheese on his burgers. He uses like a quarter slice because he's trying to save on cheese. We're walking into a goddamn like $2 million house, and this guy's quarter slicing us on cheese. Get the fuck.
only
And he wants
only
everybody-
cooks it halfway.
everybody-
I don't want to waste
and
propane.
And it's not even just bring your own drinks. He's also like, and bring some food too, and bring like it's like I'm like, what am I? I'm coming here feeding myself. The fuck is going on?
It's like one of those Korean barbecue places where you have to cook it yourself and bring
For
everything.
real.
Assembly required.
And then he's like, the grill is only on for 1 hour, and then that's it. That's starve.
I gotta save gas. Gas costs money. I have the
real.
meter. He has a meter right next to it saying,
I have a lot of
I've used-
import tariffs.
I've just used $3 worth of gas. I can't use no more.
Gotta pay,
Oh
you
my-
know.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah.
So what I told him was like, hey, when you're on the grill, just cut it in pieces because I think it's better because at least people will eat it and it's gonna look like it's a lot, but people are gonna eat it faster. It is just a better situation.
That steak was good though. He seasoned it pretty damn good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna
That was
yo
fucking good steak.
I'm getting
Saturday-
hungry just
Saturday-
thinking about it.
Saturday we're gonna have some good shit. I got some good shit coming for Saturday. So right, so after he does that, right, then he starts flipping it over. Then I asked him, Miguel. I asked him why was
What's
he
up,
taking
Dave?
so long?
Dave's in chat.
What up, Dave? So then I turned around. I was telling him like, yo, why are you only putting 3 pieces? He's like, what the problem is that the girls wanted well done. You guys wanted medium rare, and if I put too many, it's gonna burn. And I said, all right, that makes sense because I said, well, why don't you shut off half of the thing? He's like, the problem is I wanted it to cook well, really good, because if I have the whole thing heat, it's just the way it cooks. If I had a place I could drop it off and I could cut it, it'll be better. I'm like, I got you. Next year, that'll be a next year project. This year we don't got the money for that.
So Miguel,
Yeah,
that's why he only did a little at a time.
That's fucking bullshit.
So right, so as we're going, right, and then I told him, I was like, yo, just shut off the grill, we're good. And then he was like, all right. So he took that nice half an hour, 45-minute break, whatever. And I said, I looked at the time and I'm like, oh shit, because he had to work in the morning. And I was like, all right, do me a favor, just let's cook everything that's left. So he goes ahead and he says, like, you sure you want to put, like, the fucking tray was full of meat, like the picanha meat, like it was full. And then we had like maybe like 5 strips left of the fucking churrasco of the skirt steak. And I was like, yeah, put everything, it's gonna be gone. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, dude, just trust me, put it. So as soon as he started doing it, cutting it, he turned around and he looked once he cooked all the skirt steak, he put it away. That was it. He was like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, yo, you just burn everything, cook everything. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, trust me, we're all drinking. We're gonna fucking eat this shit, bro. It's like, it was like a fucking,
That was finger food.
yo,
That was great. My favorite part.
and you know what happened? Yo, Karen, and then afterward, Karen said, it's like, I forgot to bring down the other thing of rice. I was like, don't say that to fucking Miguel, because Miguel's gonna fucking flip out because Miguel said, where's the rice? Yo, the rice didn't last anything.
No,
That it was fucking insane. Yo, I felt like someone took
giant ass pot. Of
Yo,
rice.
a giant
Just
ass pot.
gone.
Did
Right?
someone
I
like
felt
stuff
like-
it in their purse and leave? Like I don't.
Yo,
What
I don't
happened to
know.
it?
I felt like
Send me
someone
with a
took
trash bag to fill up.
I felt like someone took all the greens and they equaled all the greens to fill up their plate. I was like, what the fuck? Everything was gone. The salad.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm happy. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm happy I didn't have to put no shit away. All the food went. Everyone ate. But I was like, next time I have a barbecue, I'm gonna have it with less people so I could enjoy the meal because I didn't enjoy shit because everyone's pulling me left and right, which sucks when you host a party. Like
Well,
everyone
you know,
pulls
there's a lot of people there. You know,
like 90 people, bro.
how many kids were there?
90 people.
Yeah,
There was a
at
lot of
least-
kids.
There was about like 30 kids, and then I invited maybe some people, and then they invited their grandmother, their aunt, their uncle, and people I had no clue who they were there, and I was
They
just
had
like,
a +2 and
How-
3 policy.
How generous of them.
yeah.
Like,
I
hey
was
guys,
like,
we don't have to buy
I
dinner tonight.
walked,
Let's
I
just go
walked
to
in,
Ed.
it's like, hey,
Mhm.
this is my mother. I'm like, oh, hi, mother. I'm like, what are you doing here? Oh, this is my uncle and his new wife, Teresa, and her 20 kids. I'm like, what?
Ed got cachetero himself.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Oh,
But listen,
my.
man, at the end of the day, bro, I don't care. Like, but the whole thing was like, I'm happy you guys came. So really, thank you for coming, guys. You guys are my family,
Of course.
and I always fucking appreciate you guys. My girls love you guys like uncles, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, you know, Sophia made it out. She's like excited with the money that she has.
Dude,
and-
she made it like a bandit, man. And she made over a G, didn't she?
Yeah, she made a G. Yeah, and
God damn.
You guys putting her on blast, putting her funds on blast.
yeah.
They're going
No,
to
I'm
an
gonna-
investment
I'm gonna-
account.
With her hands
No,
out.
no,
I heard you
put
got
it.
some cash now.
I put it. So what I ended up doing is I took more than half and I put it in her account, and then the rest it's for some clothes that we're gonna use for the cruise. So I'm gonna let her choose what she wants to wear and stuff like that for the cruise. But yeah, man, it was a crazy. Like, I don't know about you. Like, after everyone left, you guys saw me. I got shit faced at the end.
Ed got, yeah, he couldn't even stand. Like,
Yeah, I was.
I
Ready.
think I saw
when
his head down on the table at one point.
No, when he got up, I got scared, man. He was like hobbling, and then he
but
like
I
was trying to
didn't-
walk down the driveway, and he was running into the walls and shit. I'm like,
Yo,
dude, you're right.
but I managed to park the car inside. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how.
Do
Like
not say that out loud.
it has autopilot. It parked itself.
I mean, I remote told it to park itself.
Yeah.
Alexa, park the car.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. My Tesla parked by itself.
Mhm.
Miguel's favorite brand.
Right, but the
best.
fucked up thing is, like, it was funny because on Sunday, right, obviously I was out of it, bro. Like, I was out of it, right? But I knew Miguel was out of it too, because Miguel didn't say one fucking word all day, like practically the whole day. Oh,
My
like,
voice was gone.
yeah, I mean, well, you spoke so much that day. You were fucking just, you were going ham on Saturday night. But man, that shit was just fucking crazy, bro, that day. But thank you guys for coming. I mean, I think Sophia loves it. She's like told all her friends in school, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The next day I was having people for dinner, and I was trying to cook, and I was like, I had to take breaks just to sit down. I was like, oh my god, I feel like shit. Just like, this garlic shrimp is really killing me right now.
Yeah, well, but you know, here's what's funny. The funny thing was Lewis is like, Lewis, didn't you have a graduation to go to that day? The next day?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And you woke up with
I was a little hungover. Yeah.
yeah.
Not.
Like,
I wasn't as bad as you though. Like I was like, you know,
I made it to another barbecue that day, just to let you know.
the other extracurriurl activities that happened later that night kind of sobered me up a little bit.
Me too.
I'm not going to go too heavy into what that is, but yeah, I was still moderately buzzed, like partially drunk by the time I got home. But yes,
I blanked out once I hit my head on the bed. Like, that was it.
yeah, I got
remember
home.
everything up to I get to my bed and I just said, do I want to take a shower? Then I turned around and looked at it and I said, you know what? Fuck the shower, bro.
You were pretty fucked up. So
I passed. No, I'm usually good. Like, when I get home drunk, I always take a shower, then I go home. But the problem is, the reason why I didn't do it was my daughter had a sleepover, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this shit. So I just locked the door and I just passed out. Parents like, what time you went to bed? I'm like, I don't know, 3 or something like that. She got up like she got up like at 4.
I think I got back home at like 2:30 or so, and I was just like, I don't want to do shit. I just like freaking, I passed the fuck out. But yeah, I had a graduation for that was over by Inglewood, so I had a nice little Spanish tapas over there, and it was, you know, I posted some pictures, had some paella. It was I was eating good that weekend. I know that.
I think this is the most Spanish I've heard Louis speak.
Yeah.
I was a fat fuck.
Like I had some Pila.
What's up, Papila?
Wait, Papyrus, the game publisher.
Look, I mean, I can't complain, man. Like, I did. I mean, what I ate was good. It's on Sunday. I had a barbecue too. It was good. It was different type of meats. It was really good.
I'm getting fucking hungry now. God damn it,
dude.
I know. God damn.
I'm thinking about that steak now. That shit was good.
Yo, we're gonna do some good shit. I'm telling you right now. I already called the guy, and I'm going Saturday morning to pick it up, and we're gonna get that shit seasoned for the afternoon.
I think it's actually gonna be like cold this weekend.
Yeah, I got a heater. So I could turn on the heater. The heater will be good enough.
Supposed to go to the beach. No beach for me. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's cold. What the fuck's going on, man? Like I'm wearing a hoodie again.
You're right.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It's so cold. I just turned on the air conditioner because how hot it is in this motherfucking room.
Well, export some of that this way.
Yeah, I went out last night and I'm like, and it was windy too. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I gotta put a sweatshirt on.
I just hate rainy. Like
it's
cold,
like almost the end of May.
Ugh.
But it was crazy because
tonight too, it's gonna be in the 40s. The fuck?
Last Saturday was fucking just perfect, bro. Like, it was supposed to be a 50-50 chance of rain. I got that fucking expensive tent, thinking like, I mean, you know what? Thank God I got the tent anyway because it blocked the sun.
Oh yeah.
But
I would have been miserable without the tent. Everybody would have been huddled in the garage.
You know what?
Shoulder to shoulder.
You know what I'm gonna end up buying? They have, like, I don't know if you've seen them. Like, again, you guys are not on TikTok. They're brainwashing me to buy this like fucking 15 by fucking 7 tent. Like it's like one of those things that hangs.
They're really pulling your arm to buy it.
Yeah.
They really got to FOMO you.
Yeah. Well, hey. When the summer fucking hits and we're in the backyard in the pool, and you be like, it's fucking hot because I have no shade, and that shit comes out, you be like, yo, this is clutch. I just don't know where to store it afterwards. That's all.
Why don't you get just kind of like? Why don't you get like an awning attached to your garage. You could roll out and then roll back when you're done with it.
Get a motorized one, but with a remote.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do a GoFundMe, Pan. GoFundMe page.
Then go fuck you, Paige.
Oh man, I
Speaking of-
can't.
Louis, are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Oh, he's got.
Yes.
He's on TikTok.
I-
He's on TikTok thoughts.
I-
isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's like,
I have an
He's on-
account.
he's on the TikTok thoughts.
I have an account, but I don't have the mobile app installed. So
Really?
yeah, I don't use it really.
Yeah, you know what? Don't get it because it's fucking addicting.
I haven't yet.
and
I
it's-
already
I have no
have it.
idea.
I never got addicted to it.
Oh,
It's like
listen, at nighttime, I'm like, I catch myself going like this at nighttime. Like
I
before go
do
to
that
bed,
on Instagram
I'm
though.
going like this. No.
Yeah,
because
we're boomers. Louis.
because-
we're boomers.
Yeah.
Instagram Reels instead of
I go-
TikTok.
I just go like this. Ready? I just go like this. Swipe like this. Karen's sleeping
Yeah.
and she wakes up. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Trying to fall asleep. Leave me alone." And I'm there for like 30 minutes.
Let me
watching
pull up my.
videos.
I'm gonna pull up my MySpace profile. Hold on a second.
All I hear about is how,
MySpace.
is
High
how
five.
perfect their algorithm is and how addictive it is. And I'm like, I'm already addicted enough to shitty ass Instagram algorithm. I don't need this. I need something better. It's even worse for me.
Well, it's like how many of us still have Facebook? Who has Facebook?
Well,
I
I mean,
have-
Instagram is.
I have-
It is, yeah. It's Meta.
I have my Facebook and I don't really use it,
I don't.
but
really,
I have it.
I can't remember the last time I actually like posted pictures on there or anything.
I
Like,
want it
just-
for one thing. Facebook fucking Marketplace. I want it for that, but I refuse to sign up just for Facebook Marketplace. What am I
I've
going to use?
used-
Craigslist? Fuck.
I've used Craigslist is shady as fuck. It was
People still
shady as
use
fuck
it.
back in the day, but
Well,
it's,
I mean, even Facebook Market is shady as fuck too.
yeah,
It's like there's a shitload of scammers in there.
scammers everywhere.
Right. Like there's a whole bunch of useless people that don't have nothing to do, but they want to scam people. And it's like, do you want to deal with it? And then here it is. Here's the thing too, right? It's like I think Miguel, you were talking about this too, right? Like you have a whole bunch of shit in your house that you want to get rid of, and you're
Yep.
like, it's like you want to
Come
put
rob
it
me.
on you want to put it on a Facebook Market or a Craigslist, whatever you want to do, but you just don't want to deal with the people. Like having random people call you and they'll be like, "Hey, how much is this? How much is this?" And you're gonna be like,
You got the tire
"It-
kickers,
It's $25. Well, will you take 20? No, I said $25.
and then they show up
I'll
at your
just block
house.
them.
They'll show up at your
Well-
house, but I only brought 15.
Yeah,
Well, that's like
So-
our other
ones.
friends. Our other friend who for how long? He had like a 3-month, 4-month long drama saga about his Bowflex that he wanted
Oh.
to sell to some guy in Pennsylvania. And I swear to
I
God,
thought
he
it
was
was New
providing
York.
us.
that
No.
was New York.
Was it New York?
You talking about
Yeah.
that one guy that's like, please come, and then it was going on for like a month. Yeah, that was New York.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was Pennsylvania.
He was
Well,
in New York State. Yeah,
Well, because
Okay,
one of
so-
our
yeah.
buddies is from Pennsylvania.
yeah.
yeah. So for for 3-4 months, he was providing us updates, like back and forth, arguing about the price. And I was laughing because at one point it went on sale for cheaper than our buddy was selling it. I'm like, this guy must be the stupidest motherfucker in the world because he could have got a brand new one shipped for less than what he's negotiating a price with our friend.
Right, and
I'm like, why aren't you blocking this guy? Like, why are you
Dude.
entertaining this shit? Like,
He eventually
really?
caved. He eventually caved. He's, I'm not delivering it. He fucking delivered it, didn't he?
no,
Did he?
no, I don't
Oh,
think he
I
ever-
forget.
No, the guy never showed up or some shit happened. Then
I
he's
th-
like,
yeah,
I
I
thought he
thought-
made the sale already.
I don't think he sold it to him. Did he?
No.
Oh my
no.
God. Are you fucking kidding
We
me?
got to get a special guest appearance. We need to talk about that subject.
he's never gonna show up.
No, but I'm going to put it up.
Can you come on and talk about it?
Get an update about Bowflex. Actually, I just want to put a note for myself to ask about it later because I'm curious for myself. I need closure on that
I
story now.
could have sworn he finally like told that guy to fuck off or something, and he.
Fuck it, let's
he-
do it live, bro.
he didn't do it.
Let me ask
He's-
him in the chat.
We got to
Anyway,
call
he-
him on the phone and put him on speaker.
He,
You'll be
no,
like
because
this,
I remember
ready?
him.
You'll be like this. Hey, Yoel, you're live. Did you ever sell your Bowflex stuff? nah, that guy. He wanted me to go.
Mm.
I swore he was done with him, but then like a month later, he was like, "This guy's still messaging me," and I'm like, "Why don't you
Yeah.
just block him?"
I don't think he met up with him, but I could be wrong. We have to ask him. But
You
yeah,
know, loves that shit.
that shit went on forever. Oh my god!
Mhm.
Like every other day. Oh, this guy's still bothering me. He still wants to buy it, and he said his wife wouldn't let him out of his.
Oh, he did sell
cage
it.
or
He did
something.
sell
I
it.
told you he did.
Did
sell
he?
it. Yeah.
To that guy or someone else though? That's the question.
Well, no.
He said
man.
no, man.
Someone else. Fine. Well, we know he doesn't listen to our podcast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I could have sworn he said "fuck that guy" because I said the same thing. I'm like, just block that guy. He's so annoying.
Right, but
Oh, yeah.
he did last a long time. Like
Months.
Yeah,
months. He was doing
Yeah.
updates.
Never again. But yeah, so circling back to the social media stuff. So did you guys get a Snapchat?
I had it
So-
for a short time.
So when I
So you don't use it anymore?
No, I haven't had
No,
it for
okay.
years.
so when I became single again 9 years ago, I opened up every single app.
That's
I
probably
went to
what
all
I
the
did too.
social. Yeah, so I was on it. I still have it installed and it's there.
Oh.
But I don't understand it, or at least the logistics of it. Like, I don't know. I mean, call me a fucking Gen Xer or whatever, but I think it's the most stupidest app that is out there. But like I'm gonna tell you right now, my daughter, she fucking loves it. Like she has all her like you know how we have like 5 different chats.
Yeah.
Snapchat's one of her chats.
Hmm.
So all her social, like when she talks to her friends or group chats, they're all on Snapchat. And
Her
then when
streaks. I
yeah.
always hear about these streaks.
Oh yeah. So she has one of her friends. They have this thing, and they just send each other every day. Nonsense, just to keep up the streak. I'm like, do you get paid for this? No, I just want to have the highest streak.
Well, I don't
The
know.
fuck is this?
Explain what the streak. What's a streak?
If you keep contact with a person every day, I think your like number goes up. So you have like, it's kind of like Duolingo, where like practice every day, or like it's just a way to get
TikTok
you hooked
has
to
that
use the
too.
app
So
and open it every day.
It's like a rewards like point system for usage.
So TikTok does that too, but that's also just for the algorithm for TikTok, right? Or even for Snapchat.
What's their thing? TikTok.
It's the same thing too. Like if you do DMs and you're like sending each other like,
Oh,
like,
really?
look at this article, it after you hit like 4 or 5, it automatically says you're on streak, you're on fire, and then it'll just keep going how many times you're doing it. And then you'll get the message, don't let your streak end, and then you have to like keep going to keep on. I'm like, yo, fuck that.
That is how they get you.
That's like a hype train on Twitch.
So
or something.
so here's a square moment real quick. So last week I was out in Washington State, right? And have you noticed when we talk, sometimes we use our hands and gestures and like we talk like this?
I think that's everybody does that. Who talks like
No,
who talks with their hands fully at their side?
No. Like I'm
Like
talking
a
about
robot.
we exaggerate when we talk. Like we talk with our hands.
I
like this.
learned that from playing the
And the
Sims.
only reason why I say that is because I was talking to someone there and I kept talking like this, and the guy was looking at my hands when I'm going like this the whole time. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm from the East Coast. I use my hands.
You should have said I'm Italian. Just tell me
Well,
you're Italian.
I'm-
Italians do that all the time.
I'm Italiano. And then I was just thinking to myself, I'm like watching myself as I'm like talking and I'm using my hands. And then it was like a square moment. I'm like, hold on. When I was out there, this guy was looking at me like I was an idiot, like using my hand. I was like, well, that's how we do it over here.
That's why it's raining. You brought the rain from Seattle to here.
Yeah.
Mm.
It rained every morning. Like every freaking morning it rained.
I hear that's a Pacific Northwest kind of thing. Just rains
I'd
every
kill
day.
I'd kill myself. I honestly would kill myself.
So what my daughter wanted me to do, right? So she hates Twilight, right? The movie Twilight. She's
Really?
like, well, she hates it because of which is called the millennial pause. Like if you watched it, there's like a minute pause before they do something in the movie. And she wanted me to reenact it for her, like because it's gloomy out there. And she's like, I want you to do a Twilight scene and send it to me, Dad. I'm like, no, because I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna probably post it on TikTok and Instagram, and you're gonna tag me on it, and I gotta deal with it. And I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. I
She
said,
wants it to go viral. Is that what
yeah, she wants to go viral. For
How do you
me,
know what a Twilight scene is? You watch a lot of Twilight so much
But
that you
yeah,
can reenact it.
her?
Well, yeah, I don't know what is the
Me?
millennial
I
pause?
watched.
What
Hold
is
on,
that?
you never saw the movie Twilight?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
saw
like.
it
I couldn't
forever
reenact
ago.
the scene. I can't remember. I can't remember
No,
what
no.
scene.
But there are TikTok like cuts that they do. People are making fun of Twilight, and they're like reenacting like one of the cut scenes. Like I haven't watched that movie since it first came out. I haven't seen it. She wants to watch it with me, and I said no. I'm like, I'm not gonna rewatch that shit. I remember today how brutal it was. It was like I would like
Why
fast
does
forward that
she-
shit.
Wait. Why does she want to rewatch it if she hates it?
She never rewatched it, right? So let me take
Like
two
a
steps
hate
back.
watch. MS3K style, maybe.
So she never
Okay.
saw the movie, right? All she saw is
Oh.
TikToks, right? The
Oh,
TikToks
wow.
with the
she never
cut
actually
screen.
saw it all
She
the way
wants to know where
through.
the meme was born.
Yes. So there's a shitload of memes happening, and she's like, "Oh, you're going over there," and I'm like, "How do you know about Twilight?" She's like, "Have you seen it?" And she's like, "No, I just see it on TikTok, and a lot of people are doing memes about Twilight." And I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, wake up in the morning, do like, then you stare at it for like 5 minutes, and then do the next scene." Nah,
You make me actually want to watch it again now.
where the fuck this shit came from, bro? Why? Why?
I don't know. Now I'm just like, oh,
He
maybe I'll watch
wants to
Twilight
see
again.
him take their shirts off. Apparently, I don't
Yeah.
know.
As
You
he's
know,
like,
the
was
spray
it?
painted
He
abs.
was sparkling
Oh yeah, what a weird fucking
from the
movie that
sun.
was.
Yeah.
Man, it's been so long since I watched that movie. How many were there? 3?
I think there were like 3 or 4.
I know there's a few of them. I don't think I ever saw the last one.
I'm not sure. Did
I
I?
heard like the last one, isn't that where they kill each other or something?
No, I think like the
Everybody
one guy
dies
ends
at
up
the end.
marrying her daughter. It was a really weird fucking thing.
There's actually 5 of them. So you had
There's
Twilight.
5?
What?
Yeah, is that you have hold
I
on.
think I only saw the first 3.
All right, so here it goes,
Yeah,
right?
It's
So
been
you
so
have
long.
all right, so you have Twilight, Twilight
Yeah.
Saga New Moon, Twilight Saga Eclipse, Twilight Saga Breaking, and then you have the final of Breaking Part 2. So they split the last one in 2.
Did they make those last 2 up? Is that like? Did you get that on
Uh,
ChatGPT? Like Electric
No,
Boogaloo,
no,
Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
no,
What the fuck is
there-
Breaking
there-
2?
No, it's called Breaking Saga
Oh.
Breaking
Part
Saga.
2.
There's no way I watched 5 of those movies. There's no fucking way.
No, it says no.
I
no,
think I
I'm
only
sorry.
saw the
It
first
says
3.
it's actually. I'm correction. This is the breaking the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn, Part 2, and the 2011 movie was Breaking Dawn Part 1. So they broke it up into 2 movies. It's actually it's like I think it's like 4 books, but the last one is pretty long.
Oh, I thought it was 3 books, but
It's like you guys seen all the Harry Potters?
I
I've
have
never seen a single one.
no.
Really?
Never seen a single
I
one.
think I've seen all of them. I don't. I haven't seen the newer ones that were like the reboots. I haven't seen any of those.
There's no
Fantastic
reboots.
Beasts.
Oh, the
Well,
Fantastic Beasts. The Fantastic Beasts is like I think
Yeah,
it's like
that.
a prologue.
Side story.
Yeah, side story.
yeah.
Like it has nothing to do. I didn't see the last one because it flopped.
How many of them were there? Like 2?
No,
3?
8 Harry Potter.
No, not the
Fantastic
OGs.
Beast. The Fantastic Beast.
Yeah, after
3 of them.
Okay, so that's 11.
But there is a Harry Potter.
Yeah, I never saw the most recent. I only saw the originals.
There's a Harry Potter like show that they're making.
I went to the Harry Potter. What do you call it in Orlando, the theme park. That
I
was
went to
pretty
the
cool.
one.
Oh, I want to go to that. That looks pretty dope.
It was
I think
pretty
I went in
cool.
Japan. But it
I
meant
went on
nothing
the
to me, so I'm like,
train. I saw the castle. I mean, it looked cool. Universal Studios. I was drawing a blank. I'm getting old, man. My memory's terrible.
So HBO is actually creating a Harry Potter TV series.
cool. I
Really?
don't watch that either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like weird. Like there's a lot of like I've noticed there's zero creativity coming from anywhere.
Blame Netflix and the studios, the Apple Studios, all them guys.
Well, Apple actually has some original stuff.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't blame Apple.
There's one that my brother wanted to watch. It's actually a new TV show. It is called.
Well, I recommend on Apple. I just finished the studio.
Murderbot. Have you seen Murderbot?
No, I have to
Yeah,
watch that.
I heard that is like I just saw a review on it now. I
Sounds like
wanna
it'll be
watch
right up our alley.
Murderbot. Oh,
Murderbot. Revenge on Edric.
You know, that's going to be Sex Robots 2. That's going to be in a future episode. We're going to talk about
so
that.
I think we should have a homework assignment. We all should watch the Murderbot. Like there's only 3 episodes that are out.
Okay.
Watch it, and then next week by our podcast, let's talk about it because
It's
Book
is
report.
it on Plex?
yeah. Well, no.
Is it on
it's
Apple TV?
It's on Apple TV.
What's that? Actually, you know what? You're right. There was a movie I saw from Apple Studios that really surprised me. With Tom Hanks, Greyhound. Is it Greyhound?
Maybe. I haven't seen it.
The submarine movie from World War II.
You
It
will?
was Well, yeah, it was.
That's cool.
apparently, there's a lot of TV
Is it
shows from
Greyhound?
um,
I'm drawing a blank. I need to.
I think it's Greyhound. It's Greyhound.
That was a good movie. Like, it was short. It was like an hour and a half long, but I mean, you had some
Yeah.
like boring 10 minutes in the beginning when he was spending time with his wife, which was played by what's her name, Elizabeth Shue. Bless you. And then it just went
Thank you.
right into the like the whole movie, like beginning to end. At that point was like just action, and it was
I
it
am.
was a good movie though.
I'm the that stereotype where I will not watch a 2-hour movie, but I will watch 15 episodes of a show in a row, and I don't know why. But the thought of sitting down to watch a whole movie, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it.
And I watched that with my uncle too. He was in the Navy, and he's like, this movie's pretty freaking accurate. They definitely hired like consultants or whatever from the Navy, because he's like, even all the call outs from like the bridge to the radar guy, he's like, everything they did in the movie, he goes, that's all legit. And he goes, if you mess up any of the comms, they will yell at you, and they did that in the movie.
And they performed YMCA perfectly, according to him.
That was
Village people.
That's a low blow.
Village people.
No,
Village people
no
joke.
pun intended.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for leaving me hanging. Appreciate it.
Well, you kind of made the conversation go south, literally.
Yeah, all right. Like you go down this rabbit hole. We just look at you like, okay, what's happening here?
Yeah,
What's next, Elton
it
John?
happens. It happens. He just actually was in the news talking about he's pissed that they're gonna take away, like they're gonna allow just openly AI to train all their data on any artistic works.
Where's he
So
been? That's been the ongoing issue.
yeah, but I guess now it's just going to be codified in law, whereas now it's kind of in a gray area. And the Copyright Office actually said they are abusing copyright law.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
So here, the interesting thing is that it's come to a point where even at work, we don't have any full-time developers on staff. None of us are developers. We're more on the IT and hardware side. And there are things that I'm able to do that I couldn't do like 2 years ago. Like I've been wanting to do some automation with some of our vendors with the orders and everything. And they have their integration platforms, and you always had to hire a developer to get them working. And now it's like I can ask ChatGPT just by sending it a link to the documentation for their integration and say, hey, analyze this documentation for their API to integrate with them. Analyze this, and I want to hook it up to this. And like 90% of the time it comes back with the response and tells you how to do it. Most of the time it works, and sometimes you have to kind of go back and forth with ChatGPT and say, hey, what you just said, it's erroring out, and here's the error code, and it'll dissect the error code and then fix it for you. So there's a little bit of going back and forth, but I have 2 integrations that I got working in the past week alone, which is unheard of previously, where we had to hire a full-time developer person.
Stealing jobs.
Well, I mean, look.
Jobs.
So I was I had a privilege to listen to some, and it's a funny thing about it, Louis. I heard it from you first. AI agents, and
it's a game changer, man.
It is. Talk about being able to dump a whole bunch of tickets and basically have the AI agent look through all the tickets, see the solution, record it, and now when you say, hey, I have this issue, it automatically will give you a reference and how to fix it and where you got it from. And you no longer have to, the next step is going to be like that AI is going to be able to do that performance that human's doing.
So 100%, I believe that to be true. But, and this is the ongoing problem with AI, is that I can hook up AI agents to our ticketing system and do the same thing, increase customer service, increase help desk, and all that fun stuff. The biggest problem is, and you know this, when you're dealing with tickets, a lot of the times there could be some information in those tickets that should not be going into an AI engine. There could be usernames, there could be potentially passwords, there could be IP addresses, there could be some kind of information that's in there that should not go into an AI platform.
So that means your passwords, you guys put passwords inside of a private comment?
Only when there's a password reset, like for 365, and it's a temporary password reset, that the next time they log in, it forces
So,
a change.
so you guys don't have like a secret server or something like that?
We do, but for for just temporary passwords or whatever, that's it'll be tied into that user account. They have to log in and then use that password. But there's still information in some of those tickets. Sometimes, if you're using like an internal system, if you're using like an ERP system or Salesforce, whatever it is, and there's certain types of write-ups that are going in there, and half the time, there's going to be a user-facing comment, and then there's going to be an internal comment that you do internally that only the text can read, and it's dissecting both of those. And to me, that's an issue, because if you're running it on one of those platforms, it's a data privacy problem. And the only way that I know of around that is you can't use any of these AI engines to do it. You'd have to run your local LLM on your own hardware or own something it's going to be running on. So you can't tie into any of those APIs. Notwithstanding from Microsoft Copilot, because I know they pinky promise in their end user license agreement, but they own 10% of OpenAI. So that's, the writing's on the wall there. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what is privacy? Does that exist?
No.
For your intellectual property and data, sort of.
Yeah,
even our garbage podcast is probably being scraped by AI.
Yeah,
probably.
I have a squirrel moment right now.
What is this squirrel moment?
Yeah, you ever heard that? That's like squirrel, like turn around like squirrel.
That's
I thought you were saying square at first.
No,
that's from the movie
Squirrel.
Up, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Are you into furries, Miguel? Like, I don't know, for some reason, for some reason it was like it popped in my. I know it's a squirrel, like totally off topic.
This is like a literal squirrel moment.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm sitting here looking at you. I'm like, because listen, all right. Let me set this up. All right.
This reminds me of
you're
that
out of the whole crew, out of the whole crew, right? That we hang out. You're the believe it or not, you're the spontaneous one. You're the one that are like, in a sense of like, you're willing to go traveling by yourself. You're really willing to try new things. I've seen you going to places that I would go to that you normally would never really go out of your way to go, but you just to find new places, find new people, and just enjoy the moment. So I was like thinking about it. I'm like,
fuck the furry.
Yeah, like I don't know, because listen, so here we go. Ready? So let me get close. The camera's coming close to me, right? Last year, right, when you went to PA to that anime thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So some of the pictures, right. So I know how you said like this year you're definitely gonna go again. Like and you're gonna stay out there.
Probably
if you're around.
When it is.
Yeah,
I'm probably not gonna be around, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you are, you're gonna go, right?
Yeah.
And you say you're gonna stay there, right? So like, it had me thinking. I'm like, are you into furries, dude?
Not the closest I came to being into furries is the when girls wear the cat ears and then they have the tail.
But I don't think that really counts, does it? That's cosplaying, though.
No,
it's not even really. It's not even really. It's not furry. Furry's
I don't think that counts.
Outfit and shit, but no, I've never done that.
That's like hooking up with a girl on Halloween.
One of you guys
looks smelly.
Was it my brother or one of you guys send me an Instagram link with some shit like that? And now all of a sudden, every now and then when I go through my reels,
the algorithm.
All I see,
definitely your brother, not me.
All I see is fucking these older men in fucking like Amsterdam or some shit like that.
Older men,
like older guys, like fucking 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they're fucking have a whole fucking dog.
Thanks.
Like they have a dog, they have like a dog mask on, and they act like dogs. They go, arr, arr. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
There's no way I sent you anything like that. Your brother's algorithm is fucking atrocious. It was definitely your brother.
Dude, half the shit he sends on Instagram.
The shit he sends to me and Dave is, I'm like, Al, please. If I see one more woman breastfeeding a fake baby, I'm gonna fucking throw my phone against the wall.
Oh my god!
All right, please, enough. You destroyed my algorithm with this shit.
Dude, that was a big thing on TikTok, wasn't it? Were most of those videos you were sending
annoying?
Was that like a trend or a fad or some like
a
breastfeeding challenge on TikTok?
No, it's just a way to show breasts and say like, "Hey, I'm showing breastfeeding. This just shouldn't be. You shouldn't ban this from TikTok."
Yeah, this is educational purpose.
But to a fake baby, that's kind of pushing it, no?
Well, the fake baby was because they're just advertising their OnlyFans and wanted to show their breasts. So that's what the whole scam was.
I think I should show my breasts on stream. Get some new followers.
Gonna get us banned.
People are like, as they burning this fucking place to the ground. a nice hairy nipple for you.
But to answer your question, no, I have no furry experience, and I just look like it would be like a smelly thing. Like you're gonna sweat it like a motherfucker in those
And-
costumes.
and-
It's like
Swamp
wearing
ass.
it's like wearing a whatever the no, I can't remember the word. The fucking mascot outfits.
And-
Oh.
All I hear is they stink.
And one of the things that I noticed, like into these furry people, like when they have like this whole cat thing on, like not the full suit on, but like they have
What
like
have you
a
noticed, Ed?
partial thing. They don't shave their fucking armpits.
Wait, you see them take it
Aren't
off?
they wearing a full outfit? How you seen their
No, no,
armpits?
no, no. So like they're like they have like
Are you talking about the women or the men?
the women,
Oh,
like because
Well,
they,
men
they
don't usually, but I do.
I don't know, man. I gotta find that video. I'm gonna send it to you guys. So you
No,
can see
I'm
the
good. You
algorithm.
know what? Keep it off my algorithm. Fuck
No,
off.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna
he's
share
like,
the
don't
world.
send that shit to me.
I'm gonna
Blocked.
send that worth to you
Blocked.
guys. No, 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 no. You have to love it and enjoy it.
It just doesn't sound like I'm gonna love it.
Yo, me either, dude. I just
I don't
get
kink
it.
shame. If you love it, you love it.
No, no, no. I
That's the
got
thing.
you. I got you. So a friend of
Mhm.
mine, she was telling me, like, this was like many years ago. She was telling me that her daughter friend was a full furry. Would go to high school dressed as a furry, and they would be like, they'll do the schoolwork, and then they'll go like at break and shit, and they'll act out the whole furry outfit. Like, and I said, that's a thing, and that's how I kind of got really introduced of like it really being a thing. I knew it existed, but I didn't know it was like to the point that people will be dressing to go to school like this, and that person will wear their outfit and put clothes on top of it throughout the whole fucking day.
How does that work? Like, don't they get in trouble with the teachers?
Like
and
headgear, like a mask.
tell
And
them to
everything?
take
No, no,
like,
no. They obviously in class they can't do it, but they would probably
Huh.
wear they would wear the like the
like in the hallway? Like, is that's what they're doing? They're wearing it around the school, but in the hallway between classes. Like, I can't
mean,
see
they-
somebody
they-
walk into a
they
class
don't-
and the
so-
teacher
so
not
they
yell at
don't-
them.
So they don't
must get
physically
bullied so bad.
they don't put the face mask on, right? They
Okay.
just but they will do like wear like the ears or stuff like that with like
Well, the
with the
the
suit.
ears I can understand. I mean, they could even
Yeah,
have
that's
headphones with ears now. So
But
Yeah,
with the
that's
suit at times on.
whatever. It gets cold in school sometimes. They don't have good heating.
And this is why you have no kids.
education system. That's our Department of Ed at hard work.
I mean, what is like what is it against dress code? Who gives a shit?
So
We wore fucking annoying. We wear giant Jenko jeans or some other hideous shit we wore. It's just that's as a teenager. I feel like that's what you do. You're just like, what shit do I want to experiment with? Like that's part of growing up. I just don't think it's anything. It's whatever. Who gives a shit?
So, chat and anybody in the comments that's watching this video later, if you are a furry or if you know a furry and you want to get them on a future episode, we would like to have a guest appearance to ask
Our
some
first guest appearance.
hard-hitting questions on the furry life. So please go ahead, comment, put in the comments in the video after the live is ended. Like even if it's not you and it's a friend or something, let us know. We would like to have one on here because I'm sure
I'm
out
sure
of all of
that
us, Miguel will have the majority of the questions because he's just curious by nature.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and
So-
and
I'm
pretty
sure they want to
sure
come on here to be mocked by Ed. Sure, yes, this seems like a very friendly environment.
He's probably going to
Talk
ask
about
the
things.
real hard-hitting
Sure.
questions like, do you get rashes or,
Ed's gonna be in the background like this.
what happened? What happened? I'd be like,
Ed would be like, what happens if you have to take a shit really quick? How do you like get it off faster? Like,
Take a space suit. You just shit in
You'll
the suit.
you'll shit yourself.
so when you take a shower, do you lick yourself all over the place?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna
Oh,
get any
yep,
furry guests.
Yep,
Sure.
those guests are not coming now after that comment.
Maybe we can put some questions together beforehand, and you're prepared before we go on air. Maybe
No, that would be too organized.
I
we
said
don't-
some. There's still going to be some surprises, so we still need some shock factors on there.
Yeah, probably not a good time to join that call because I'll probably say something off the cut. That
Yeah,
It'll
it'll
be
be a
like,
weekend.
that's-
Is on vacation.
well, when I'm going on vacation,
With our luck, it'll be Dave showing up secretly. It's like, hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm a furry.
Maybe.
you know what, Dave? Who knows what Dave's gonna come up with next? Dave could be the next furry
See?
idol.
He could
Very unsupportive friend group. I'll tell you that right now.
be. No, I
Very judgmental.
I love everybody
very
equally.
Judgmental.
we're not
Mhm.
judgment. We're not kink shaming
Mhm.
here.
That
Whatever
seems like
floats
kink
your
shaming a little
boat
bit.
or sinks your sailor, whatever.
Yeah, you say so.
Yeah. So, About we were talking about restaurants and going to restaurants and going out to eat.
We were.
Yeah, we were.
In the
And we're
beginning.
talking about tipping. We're talking about tipping, and someone made
Mhm.
a comment if tipping should be abolished.
Yeah, of course. Tipping is
Why,
stupid.
why should it be abolished?
It's stupid. Tipping is annoying. First of all, I hate going to a place, a price is listed, and it's not the real price. That's annoying. I want to go to a place and everything is included in the price, and that's the final price I pay. I don't want to have to add, oh, there's sales tax later, there's tax on top, there's fucking tipping on top. Do you tip on top of the tip, on top of the tax, or do you tip on the pre-tax amount? Which is it? Because
Or
it's
the
originally-
handling fee for like the night we went out with Ed.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a $40 handling fee.
or CC processing fee, or like it's annoying. They nickel and dime the shit out of you in this fucking country. It's so annoying. It's a very American thing, and it's really stupid because restaurants want to hide the price and they don't want to pay their employees and they want to leave it up to the customer. Put it in the goddamn price. Pay your people a living wage, and that's it.
So,
That's never gonna happen, but you know why?
but hold on. So they do that on cruise ships. They automatically calculate like 18% gratuity into the final price. Like, is that what you want to see on the restaurant bill? That's
Why
already
are they?
included?
Why is there a like? Okay, can you get that? Can you get that gratuity removed? Can you say I want to negotiate
Yes.
this down?
Yes.
You
Yes.
can.
Then no, that's stupid. Then it's still a tip. It's just a forced tip. Just put it in like why? Okay, the fucking burger costs $18 now. Make it cost $22 and take away the tip, and just say it's $22 and that's it. Like fuck off with the tip shit.
The only way that's going to work is if everybody does it. Like everybody would have to do it at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to have people that price shop and they're like, "Oh, this place is cheaper." Like
And you know,
that's the problem.
The
'cause
only
that's what
people
people look
that-
at.
the
Some
only
people are
people
just
who like
not good
tipping-
with money, and that's what they look at. They look at the like, "Oh, this like I can go here for a hamburger, it's $12." Whereas you go to the other place, it's 16 and includes a tip.
that just means that they're probably going to skip out on the tip anyway.
Right.
So who, like if you're a server now, you know, if we're the cheap option, we're also going to get the cheap customers who don't fucking tip.
I get what
Yeah.
you're saying, Miguel. It's like, for an
Mm.
example, if I'm a waiter, right, and I'm gonna work at this place, and the burger costs, like you said, $18, but now I'm gonna charge $22. I as the owner business, I'm gonna take the $18. That $22 is yours, or sorry, the difference is yours. I think that's great, right? And then you just, but they still gotta get paid, right? They get paid the bare minimum, which is like $5 an hour or $6.
First
an
of all,
hour.
they don't even have to get paid $5 an hour. They get paid $13 an hour because servers have an exception to minimum wage. Now, supposedly, if they don't make enough money in tips to make their minimum wage, the restaurant is supposed to pay them
which
the
never
difference.
happens. Which never
Which you
happens.
know these a lot of restaurant owners are scumbags. So they're also like you hear a lot of managers talk about stealing tips or like they're pooling tips anyway. If a place
That is
is
retarded,
pooling
like,
tips,
yeah,
why the fuck? Then just make it a part of the price.
Right.
That's what's stupid.
No, that is true. Like
Mm.
right now, my cousin, where she's working right now, is a pooled place, and
Mm.
she's coming from where she used to work. It was individual tip, and she would be ranking like at the
Is
nightclub.
he
she would be-
surgery cousin?
Right.
Yeah,
It
she
would
spent a lot
be-
of money to get bigger tips, and now she's not getting them anyway.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. So you talk about to the point that she was making between $500 to $1,000 a night, where
Mhm.
she was working. Now it's like if she makes like $800 in a week, that's a lot. In a week, and I'm talking about working a 5-day work week.
So how do they do it in Japan? Like, is that the
There's no
same?
tips.
So it's all inclusive. You don't tip any of them in any of the restaurants.
Dude, even the tax is included in the fucking price. You like literally if the bowl of ramen says 980 yen, it's 980 yen when you're done eating.
So you don't tip like
No,
waitresses. None of
there's
that.
there's some places that are now because there's a lot more foreign tourism that are like trying to have tips, but it's very much rejected. It's very much rejected. But like I went to a cookie place, like a cafe that made homemade cookies, and it was run by 2 American women, and they had a fucking tip jar. And I'm like, motherfuckers, here we go.
Those
Here
damn
we go. The
Americans.
worst part of American culture. Here we fucking go. Bring it over. But yeah, most places, no, there's no tipping.
What about
It's-
Spain? Like, how's it in Spain when you go there?
It's not really tipping. Like maybe you'll give like $1 or $2, but no, it's there's no tipping because they all make a normal wage. Like they get
Right.
paid enough to work as waiters.
To live. Like
To live.
To live. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Ed. I know. Like, I know we went to DR. Like DR has like a big tipping culture too, though.
Oh, dude.
So it's
how
like
you think I was able to do everything? It was always
Because it's
yeah.
tourism based.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a tour based. Like
most
20,
of those islands are. I
yo,
think every island I went
$20.
to,
Yo,
that's all it was.
$20. They'll be your best friend for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
$50 will marry you.
$50. They don't want the money. They'll give you the money so you can marry them. And then they come over here, get your green card, and then leave you, and then they'll fucking that's it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single
worth it.
island I've been to in the Caribbean where there wasn't like some kind of tipping culture. Like Bermuda was like that, Saint Martin, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, well, I mean they got to think about it.
Jamaica's
Listen,
huge. Jamaica's huge with tipping.
and
like,
Aruba too. When I went to Aruba,
Mexico.
it's all about tipping there.
Yeah. Well, all three of them, like those three islands that are all next to each other. I've been to all three: Aruba, Bonaires, and Curacao. It's all Curacao is not. Curacao is more like Aruba. It's like there's more money there, and it's the same thing. It's just a big tipping culture in all the restaurants and bars and everything. So I guess that's a European and Pacific Ocean kind of thing. This anything.
Well, I
that's
don't know about
more
other
than-
Asian countries. I never heard about tipping in like Korea or anything like that either. So,
we
and you know what else I like
someone in
about
chat.
Europe? When you're eating, they're not rushing you out of there either.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
over
they leave you
here.
alone, let you relax. Here,
No, it's a system, you know.
yeah,
They want you to
Come on, hurry up, get out.
exactly. That's exactly the system. Let's go. We got other people coming here. You know, we're looking at it. You're there for an hour, 2 hours. You already finished eating, and we need more people to come in.
Shit, I knew people here that used to spend all day at an all-you-can-eat buffet to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the same price.
don't they usually kick you out between meals? Don't they because they like turn over the stuff?
It depends. It depends on the place. Some places do it, some places don't. Especially the bigger places that have the seating for it, and they're kind of slow anyways. They don't bother.
Oh.
But
All right,
All
I
right,
haven't been to
guys.
all you can eat place in a long time.
I know, right?
me
I don't even
either.
Make that
think I
our
want to
next
go.
outing.
I don't think I ever want to go.
Actually, there's one I do want to go to. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
And I just saw something on Instagram.
Oh,
As long as it's not
I'm
Golden
down.
Corral, I'm never going
No.
back to the
No,
Golden
no, no.
Corral.
No,
God,
we could totally. We got to do that again, right? We got to. Now summer's here. We should take a Friday night or even like on a Saturday night. Do one of these
all you can eat.
excursions. No, all you can eat, but just go out to eat every now at least once a month or something.
we
like
did that Saturday.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you guys came to Freeload.
We did.
I don't remember eating all that much. I'll be honest. Until this,
yeah, it was only
unless
other people.
until the hand steak. Then I was like, I remember I was picking at that for
I mean,
a little bit.
I had a hot dog, a burger, 2 wings, and then didn't eat for a while. Then when they started making the steaks, I'm like, damn, the steaks
Yeah.
are so good.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
Anyway,
All
good
right.
times always.
Well,
Until next time.
we'll see you guys next week for episode 19. Thanks for joining us. We will
See
see
you.
you then.
All right, guys. Thank you.
There you go.
Bye, everyone.
Peace out. Don't close out the webs. We got to